What's going on YouTube? My name is Wayne and I go by the name K-Way Shop. I'm a reseller and I sell on sites like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace. And today I'm gonna be bringing you guys another unboxing video. This one should be really good. If you can look right over there, I have those 3 big boxes with that little tiny box on the top. Those are all the items that are gonna be unboxed today. So this is another bulk buy that I got off of Facebook Marketplace that I was able to purchase and have shipped right to my door. I have a lot of people asking me how I'm able to do this, so let me explain how I landed this deal. So about 2 weeks ago, I was browsing through Facebook Marketplace on the couch and I landed across a listing that had a bunch of Tommy Bahama shirts photoed. Now it didn't have all of the shirts that were in this bulk buy, but it had a good amount. So I reached out to the seller and asked him, how many total do you have? Now, because he had so many at first, he didn't have a total number. So it took him a couple days to count up the shirts and he landed on 237 shirts he was looking to sell. Now, once I figured out exactly how many shirts he had, we had some back and forth negotiations and we landed on $2,000 for all 237 shirts plus the shipping costs. Now, Facebook would only allow him to list them in lots of $500. So what he did was he split them into pretty even lots. 2 of these boxes have 70 shirts in them. 1 has 75 and the small box has the rest of the shirts. And he just listed those in lots of $500 a piece. Now, unfortunately, I was able to buy 3 of the boxes, but for some reason, Facebook was not allowing me to buy the last box. So what happened was he contacted Facebook, they couldn't figure it out. I contacted Facebook on my end, they couldn't figure it out. So what I had to do was I had to Venmo him the money for the last box. Now, I always stress not to use third-party programs to purchase items off of Facebook. For example, using Venmo or using Cash App. Don't do that. The only reason I did it in this case is because he actually sent me the box first, allowed me to receive it, and then I Venmo'd him the money. So it was safe on my end. I could wait till I got the box and then send him the money. So I always, like I said, get people asking me, how do I land these big deals? All it is asking a few extra questions, looking at people's listings and see what they have. Go through their seller profile, see what items they're selling, and maybe you can group a few up and then always ask the question, do you have any more of this X item available? And sometimes they do, and sometimes they have a ton of it. All right, so before we open these boxes, let's talk about the numbers of this bulk deal. So the total price I paid, shipping and the cost of goods, was $2,405.77. Because he had to send one of those boxes not through Facebook, he wasn't able to get the shipping discount, and that's why this price is a little bit higher than it was originally going to be. It was originally going to be right around $2,300, but the last box he shipped cost him $162 to ship. That's why it's a little bit higher, but still got a good price on these. So I paid again $2,477 for 237 shirts, which comes out to $10.15 per shirt. So 3 of these boxes are closed and 1 of them is open. The reason I had to open it was to make sure there was the correct items on the inside because I wanted to do an unboxing video. And I did show on my Instagram and on my TikTok what is in those boxes. So if you're not following me on those platforms, do so because you might get a sneak peek of future videos. So without further ado, let's crack these boxes open and I'll show you what I got. All right, so this is the box that I opened up on my Instagram and on TikTok. So if you can see from the inside, nice floral patterned shirts. Leave it in the comment section below your guess on what brand this is. All right, and for those of you that guessed Tommy Bahama, you are correct. So I got 237 Tommy Bahama shirts, all different patterns. Most of these are in size large and XL from what he sent me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack open all of these boxes and I'm gonna show you a few of the patterns that I got. Most of them are gonna be these floral patterns. I think I have some collector shirts in here. Like I said, there's 237. He didn't send me like all the photos of every single shirt. Obviously that would have took forever. So I just took his word for it. He said he has some good patterns in here. So let's crack them open, see which ones he has. All right, so I just unpacked that little tiny box and I haven't even got to the big boxes yet and I'm already super excited. So I've got these all spread out. I'm gonna show you a good view of everything. I'm gonna pull a couple of the shirts and explain why this deal is so good. All right, so here is that first box. Ignore the little doggy toy right there. Lady is asleep. Looks like she was playing with it before. But we got all of these Tommy Bahama shirts. And again, this was out of that little box right there. We still got the big boxes to go. But look at all those patterns. Very, very nice collection right here. With Tommy Bahama shirts, the floral pattern shirts always do well. And I'll explain that in a little bit more detail later on. But really, really nice box. For that little box, this is a really excellent one. So all the shirts I just showed you are all used, and all of them are either 100% silk or a silk blend. Now, when I got to the bottom of that little box, I found this shirt and this again, Tommy Bahama, like all these shirts are gonna be, but this one is brand new with tags. So because this one is brand new, and I'm hoping there's gonna be a few more in this deal, I don't really know, he didn't really specify how many are gonna be brand new, but this shirt should sell for anywhere between $60 to $80 because it is brand new. It is 100% silk and it's got this nice bamboo floral pattern to it. Really great find and really great box to start out with. So like I said, Tommy Bahama floral pattern shirts do very well and they sell very quickly around this time of year, around summertime. People are looking for these shirts to go out to the beach, go out on cruise ships. Cruises are starting to sail now and people are looking for these shirts. So on my TikTok live earlier today, before I started filming this YouTube video, I did a TikTok live. And one of the questions I got in there is, do Tommy Bahama shirts still sell? So the short answer to that question is yes. Obviously, I wouldn't pick up a whole bunch of Tommy Bahama shirts if they didn't sell. I actually sold 2 today that I listed yesterday. So in less than 24 hours, both of these sold. One sold on eBay and one sold on Mercari. So as you can see, this one sold on Mercari for $28. Again, I just listed this one yesterday. I had it listed for $35. Someone offered me $28 and I decided to take it. This was a thrifted Tommy Bahama shirt. And here is that eBay comp. I picked this one up, also thrifted. I listed it yesterday, sold in one day. I had it listed for $40. Someone offered me $35 and I decided to take it for that quick flip. So I've heard in the past people say that Tommy Bahama does not sell. If you price it correctly and you pick up the right silhouettes, the right floral pattern or very loud pattern Tommy Bahama shirts, they will sell for good money and they will sell quick. All right, so I'm gonna get into those 3 boxes. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unbox them all like I did on my last unboxing, set them up on the couch, spread them out, and then we'll go through and cherry pick a couple really good ones to show. Here's a close-up look of the boxes before I crack them open. Each one of these is about 50 pounds. Like I said, every one of these is stacked full of Tommy Bahama shirts. So let's get these cracked open. All right, so this is what the first box looks like cracked open. So you can see a ton of Tommy Bahama in here. I think this one is labeled as 75 shirts. So let me unpack it and we'll go over a few of these. All right, so I just finished unboxing and there you go. These are all of the shirts unboxed. So what I have here is I have a pile of the pattern shirts. I have a pile of just solid color shirts. And then I have a little pile over here that I'm gonna show you guys. I just pulled out some to give examples of some of the items that I have in this lot. But here you go. Those are the empty boxes. So let's get into it. So the first part of this bulk buy I'm gonna go over is the bad part. So unfortunately, sometimes when you do these bulk buys, sellers will tell you that they're gonna send you all of one item and they'll send filler items. So items that either look like the items that you were supposed to get or items that don't look like it at all and they use them to bump up the numbers. And in this bulk buy, I got 15 filler items. But the good thing is some of these filler items will sell just as much as some of the Tommy Bahama shirts will sell. Others won't sell as well, and those will either be listed lower or they'll just be donated because I don't really want to deal with them at this point in time. So I'll go over a few of these filler items that I found in this bulk buy. First item is this Toscano long sleeve polo. I've never sold this brand before, but I've seen it at thrift stores and I've passed it up multiple times. This one is made of 100% Merino wool. So this one might go for maybe 15, 20 bucks. I'll be able to make my buy cost back on this one. But again, this is an example of one of those filler items. Here is another one. The brand is Pronto Uomo. Again, a brand that I always pass up at thrift stores. This one will probably end up being donated because I don't really think this is gonna sell for any more than $10 to $15. So this is one of the lower end filler items. Here's another one of the lower end ones. This is Eagle Dry Goods. This is 100% silk camp shirt, nice Hawaiian shirt. Has an embroidery on the back, but I looked this one up. It looks like it only goes for about $15 to $20. I still might list this one since I am listing a ton of Tommy Bahama shirts. It'll be nice to have a little bit of a lower end silk shirt. So maybe somebody, instead of buying one of the Tommy Bahama shirts, might decide to buy this. Now let's talk about some of the decent throw-ins. This would be one of them. This is a Nat Nast silk bowling shirt. These I still pick up at thrift stores, and because it is 100% silk, this one should go for anywhere between $25 and $35. Here's the throw-in I'm not mad about. The brand is Tory Richard. This one is 100% silk. It does have a nice pattern to it. On the low end, I should be able to get $35 for this. On the high end, maybe $45 to $50. And here is another Tory Richard shirt. Again, nice pattern to it. Low end, 35 bucks for the shirt. Here is another one of those Nat Nast shirts. This one is just a plain colored one, but because it is 100% silk, I still expect to get anywhere between $25 and $30 for this shirt. And here's a brand, I don't know what he was thinking throwing this one in there. Izod, this is probably just gonna be donated. This is probably $5, $10 shirt, nothing too crazy. Is it my size? It's a size XL. I might keep it for myself and just wear it around, but yeah, probably 5 to 10 bucks on the shirt. So on those throw-ins, about half of them are still good to sell. So I'm not too mad about him throwing those in. Again, with bulk buys, you're gonna expect some things to be either damaged or some of these throw-ins to be in there. It happens, it's just part of bulk buying. All right, so now that we got the bad part out of the way, let's get on to the good part, the things that I was looking forward to opening up. Unfortunately, I have a ton of the patterned ones, so I'm not gonna be able to show you all of them, but I'll give you a few examples of each kind. So we'll start out with this Tommy Bahama shirt. This one is 100% silk, and from the front, it looks just like a plain orange Tommy Bahama shirt, but as you flip it over, it's got this really, really nice pattern on the back. And because of that, I expect this shirt to sell anywhere between $35 and $40. Now, I did have quite a few 100% silk plain pattern ones. For example, I have this one right here. It is 100% silk, like I said, but this is what you call a jacquard print. So this is a print stitched into the shirt. So it looks like just a plain shirt from far away, but as you get close, that pattern starts to pop. These, if you use that keyword jacquard print in your listing, you should be able to get anywhere between $30 and $35 for a shirt like this. And here is a Tommy Bahama silk cotton blend polo shirt. Again, from far away, it looks like a normal polo shirt, but as you get close, you can see those hula girls showing right through. So this is another example of a jacquard print. Because of that print and those hula girls, which are highly collectible with these Tommy Bahama shirts, I expect this polo to go anywhere between $35 and $45. So if you haven't caught on yet, the more floral and vibrant the Tommy Bahama shirt pattern is, the more you'll be able to get for the shirt. So this is an example of a super nice floral patterned shirt. This is a 100% silk Hawaiian shirt, and I expect to get anywhere between $35 and $50 for this shirt. And here is another example of a nice patterned Tommy Bahama shirt. This one, I believe, is a silk cotton blend, and it still should sell just as well, probably $35 to $50 just based off that pattern. Now with these Tommy Bahama shirts, it's not all about the 100% silk ones. These 100% linen Tommy Bahama shirts do really well too. People love linen, as you can see right there, 100% linen. And this one, based off the pattern and it being linen, I expect this one too to go anywhere between $35 and $50. Now these Tommy Bahama shirts with this nice beach scene on them do very, very well. These are highly, highly collectible. I expect this one to go maybe even a little higher, somewhere between $40 and $55. Now I will have to look up some of these shirts specifically just because I think that some of these patterns are very, very sought after. For example, this one right here, it has these nice hula girls, monkeys, a little bit of everything going on in this shirt. And because of that, I'm gonna have to look it up. On the high end, I would expect a shirt like this to sell between $70 and $80. But again, I'm gonna do a little bit more research and find out if this is one of those rarer patterns. This is another example of something that I'll have to look up. This is a black full zip Tommy Bahama jacket, but this one is made of 100% silk. I've never found one of these before, so I'm assuming that this is gonna be a $50 to $60 jacket just because it is 100% silk. And if you haven't caught on yet, hula girls definitely make these shirts sell a little better. This one has the print on the front and on the back, 100% silk, so I expect this to sell around $50. Here's another example of 100% linen Tommy Bahama shirt. It's got a nice palm tree pattern going all through it, and because of that, I expect this shirt to sell anywhere between $35 and $50. In these next few examples, I'm gonna fly through because I don't wanna bore you guys too much showing a bunch of shirts, but this is another nice floral pattern, 100% silk shirt. This is another example of a shirt with a bunch of hula girls on it. Super, super nice pattern. And like I said, the louder the pattern, the better it will sell. Here's a very loud floral patterned shirt. Now, there were only a few of these Tommy Bahama jackets in this lot. I think there was only 3. This one is nothing too crazy. It does have a nice pattern stitched in on the inside. So I'll have to look it up to see if that makes it any more sought after. But to be honest, I think this is probably on the high end, probably a $35 to $40 jacket. All right, and we'll end it on this shirt right here. As you can see, this looks like a normal white Tommy Bahama shirt, but if you flip it over, it has a very nice loud embroidery on the back. It says "More Power to Ya." These are highly collectible. People love these back embroidered shirts, and because of that, I should expect to get anywhere between $50 and $60 for the shirt. So I hope you guys liked this unboxing video. I was pretty excited to get these in and share these with you guys. If you all are interested in any of these shirts, I will be posting them within the next few weeks. I do have 237 to go through, so it will take me some time. But like I said, if you see any that you like, feel free to DM me over on Instagram. I also go live pretty much every single night on TikTok, taking photos for my eBay listings. And obviously over the next few weeks, these will be part of those lives. So if you're interested, head over to my TikTok and give me a follow there. Again, I go live every single night. If you follow me, you'll get the notification when I go live. So if you like these kind of videos, be sure to subscribe to me here and hit that like button at the bottom. I appreciate all you guys for following along, and I'll see you again really soon.